Uncle Sammy, the twin brother Uncle Jimmy, teaching Deuce lightning speed decision making. Uncle Sammy and Uncle Jimmy learnt martial arts from a mysterious master in the valleys. Uncle Sammy was always jealous of Uncle Jimmy. However, Sammy never discussed the reasons why to anyone. Uncle Sammy told Deuce about his twin brother Chan and Uncle Jimmy, Chan's teacher. Deuce ran from home after his father, Dr. Stan, sent Chan to learn martial arts from Uncle Jimmy. Deuce was always wanted to learn martial arts, but his father, Dr. Stan, never had a valid reason for Deuce to learn. Dr. Stan disagreed in the art of unarmed combat. He was more into academics and medicine. Although he had no choice for Chan, as Chan needed discipline, Deuce never saw his brother or father since he departed to seek out Uncle Sammy. Deuce was perplexed. Having reminisced, Uncle Sammy struck at Deuce. Deuce blocked the staff with his right arm and followed through to block Uncle Sammy's lethal hand ridge. Immediately, Uncle Sammy thrust his staff forward towards the central line of Deuce. Deuce unleashed the shadowless kick, which blocked the staff and followed through with a flying punch from the heavens. Deuce never fought back at Uncle Sammy in this manner before. The anger and the intent to kill was evident. Uncle Sammy hit the ground like a dead crow. The staff fell from his head. Deuce was startled and ran to Uncle Sammy's attention. Deuce was confused about his actions. He felt a sense of power, which he had never felt before until now. However, this power was dangerous, vicious, and reckless. If Deuce doesn't learn how to control this power, he could self-destruct. Uncle Sammy got up quickly due to embarrassment. This was the first time he had been flawed in his entire fighting career. Uncle Sammy knew it was time to share the story to Deuce about the death of his sister, Shelly Ann. The person responsible was Samurai Champion, the last descendant of the supreme samurais that protected the Shogun's empire. Deuce was furious to know that Shelly Ann lost her life to an arrow that inserted through her temple lobe. The only way Deuce can revenge his sister was to enter a tournament known as the death sentence. Deuce was encapsulated everything he learned from Uncle Sammy. Deuce knew that there would be many enemies fighting at the death sentence tournament, but there was a question that Deuce wished he asked Uncle Sammy. Did my brother know about the death of my sister? Deuce was aware of the reputation that his brother had and that he was undefeated. But if he knew of his sister, then why did he not avenge her? Deuce's first battle at the death sentence tournament against Skunky, who was exiled from Shaolin Temple. Skunky was known for cheating with results. Skunky had nunchucks in his pants during the battle and revealed at a disadvantage. Without hesitation, Deuce ascended into the air with an extension of the right leg, connecting his big toe into Skunky's eardrum. This is a special move learned from Uncle Sammy, where you damage the eardrum, which transfers the damage to the hair cells of the cochlea that causes them to move, disproportionately inducing the balance to the host. Next challenge was against a famous heavyweight champion, Shabalaba. Shabalaba tried to mate Deuce in telling him that he is not as good as his brother, and his brother was defeated with a single blow. Deuce would hear stories about his brother's fights, and so could fighters claim to defeat him. The statement had no effect on Deuce, as Deuce knew that when someone is afraid, the afraid speaks in a tongue that makes no sense. Deuce pressed forward towards Shabalaba. Shabalaba flinched and raised his foot. Deuce struck out to the tibia bone. It broke and popped out his leg. Shabalaba freaked out, followed up with a right swing towards Deuce's head. But Deuce's lethal toe got there first and broke the tarsal bone. A rival in the audience watched the fight and recognized the origin of the style of fighting Deuce displayed. This person shot an arrow for Deuce's head but missed as Deuce transformed into a layout. Shabalaba, who was unaware of the arrow that Deuce avoided, implanted into his head. This was a signature move by the professional killer, a samurai, a descendant from the Shogun's empire. Swagisaki revealed his self before Deuce with his katana in the perfect position to cut to death as his ancestors would applaud. Deuce had too much to think about, but only had a nanosecond to recuperate and adapt. The death of his sister was committed by this man, who is a fraction of a second from killing him.
Hello, this is Shyam. Hello, this is Elijah. We are the creators of Ready Swords. Hope you enjoyed the story. And look out for the next issue.